So, hey, it's Newell. So here we are today, middle of March. We're going to, I started these guys inside in, as you can see, poked some holes in an old egg carton and started 10, 12, 14, 20 seeds depending on what I needed. And I got a little map that tells me what these guys are. But as you can see, it's time for them to move on up. Some tomatoes. So I'm going to put them up into this size and show you what that's all about. So for starters, I can show you, I'm just going to wiggle this a little bit and then try to pull all these guys out. If everything goes well, I get the whole little package of them. And then I'm just going to gently pull them apart. I got to find a dibble stick. Must have one of those around here someplace. Interesting. Aha! You can use any stick. I've taken stuff from the forest and made a dibble stick. So I'm just going to pull these apart. See, some of these haven't made it. And if they haven't made it by now, when their buddies are like this, they're just not making it. So I'm looking for the true leaves. Not the cotyledon stage, but the actual leaves themselves that look like tomato leaves. And I'm going to bury these guys as far as I can. All of this, right up to those bottom leaves, I'm going to put under the ground here. I'll show you. Make a hole. Pull these guys apart gently. Ever so gently. Come on. There we go. So you can see I'm just pulling them really gently apart. I'll end up with a few roots. I'm going to bury those down as far as I can. Here you go, little buddy. I'm just going to do that with each one of these until they're right down in there. Remember, the ones that didn't make it. They go in the compost bucket. They'll be food for future plants. Of course, I'll have to look at my planting plan and see who these guys are exactly so I can label them correctly. And that's them. So let's take a look at that. So there we have it. I got, 6, 7 of them. I'm going to fill these with other tomatoes, but first I got to label these guys up, and all of those are going to get planted up today and watered in, ready to go. So here's all the tomatoes, not all the tomatoes, some of the tomatoes that I got planted up today. Middle of March. This is for early market production of cherry tomatoes and large tomatoes, Early Girl, Lemon Boy, Sweet 100, Sweet Gold, Brandywine, Pink Bumblebee, Sunrise Bumblebee, all kinds of good things, Roma tomatoes, and I'll show you how to water them in. So I've got a regular watering system here, about 40 psi, nice even flow. You want enough water to get all the way throughout the bottom. Make sure all of the soil is a uniform soil density and uniform moisture to give a good spot for the roots to grow. All the way down to the bottom. Healthy roots grow for the bottom of the pot, not surface growth. So you have to water enough when you water that you get water right out the bottom of the pot. And then leave it alone until it's dry. A good wet-dry cycle is important for all plants. So I'm giving one good time through here. And I'm just going to go quickly over to make sure I've got enough that it's going to come right out the bottom of the pots. There you go. We're going to let you can see the water dripping out the bottom. Can you see that? So we know we've done it, and that's exactly what you want. Just a little bit of water, not too much, but enough to come right out through the bottom. We're going to let those grow here in a nice warm place for a few weeks, and then we'll plant them up into bigger pots for production in the greenhouse. Here we have some tomatoes from middle of February. I started in the house and planted them up a little while ago. Some spider plant too. They've just been watered in once after they've been transplanted, as deep as you can get them. Tomatoes like to plant deep. So I planted them right down to their lowest leaves. And they're going to need water in another day or two. They're not bad now. The thing with watering, make sure that it's dry before you water it. When you water it, make sure you get enough water that it goes right through the container. Got some peppers here that need to be planted up into their next size. You can see they've got their true leaves. They're tall enough. Kind of gives you an idea. They're 3-4 inches high. And some other little guys, again peppers. There used to be tomatoes in some of those holes, and now they're all here doing their thing. So we're going to plant those up as well and keep them growing on for early peppers.